sorry for cutting this epic music short, but hello, we are alive. I just need our faces to be here. Yes, our faces. Hello. Yeah, Nairi's still somewhere. So
everyone's somewhere.
I guess swallowed by the darkness of her room.
Yeah, exactly.
She needed drugs.
That's what it is.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
She had to go see her dealer.
It's always drugs. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream of Clouds Over Sharn.
I think it's hilarious how we've gotten, into like the winter months, and now everyone, whenever we start a stream, is all really chill and relaxed instead of just like we were only a month ago.
Yeah. Well. Oh, hello, Nairi. Hello, Nairi. It's nice to see you.
Sorry.
We said you were seeing your drug dealer. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
So
real stand-up guy.
Welcome back, not just Nairi, but everyone. So, is there anyone who wants to summarize last session? What's happening?
I think David was going to do it. Am I pointing the right way?
Yeah.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Like left and right is difficult at the best of times when I'm not dealing with stuff being flipped.
David, if you get lost, just start recalling an episode of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Definitely. So, last time, if I remember correctly, we kind of all got back after rescuing Maev and several other people that are somewhat less important.
We don't even know their names.
We took them to the Adventuring Guild that Rendar is a part of, and they have an on-site healing clinic. And we kind of took them there. There were some surgeries and whatnot involved to get the magic chains removed from their spines. They're still kind of catatonic. They're not doing too great. Rendar kind of stayed around for that. And this kind of led to everyone splitting up, doing their own things. Blue went and found the rival performer that seemed to have sold them out to Aelith, or what's his name? Is it Aelith?
Ali.
Alik, there we go. I remembered how I spelled it. I didn't remember how I pronounced it. So yeah. And there was a confrontation in a dressing room about that. This singer just was the worst. They were a terrible person who had no remorse about any of their actions, even though they were told it caused the death of completely innocent people. And so there was some violence done to them. They are alive still, if I remember correctly, but that seems that was kind of that. And then Nay, Nay's character went on a date.
Yeah.
And it seemed to go okay. It was real awkward. There was a lot of flirting. And at the end of it, they just sort of nervously giggled around each other, and that they real junior high stuff. But
make it sound like cult practice.
And yeah, Rindar kind of stayed with his sister Maya for a while, whilst all these good things were going on. Muldare approached Rindar and talked about, perhaps a team up, kind of. Maybe we should get our own criminal organization going. We seem to have found ourselves in the middle of all this stuff. Kind of, why not?
Everybody's manipulating everybody.
Yeah.
Why not do some manipulating?
Is there's a lot of other criminal organizations that are kind of fulfilling the need for a criminal organization. So we kind of need to get rid of them. We decided on starting off with a leak, as he's kind of the most openly hostile towards us. And still has Rindar and Matilda's foster father. Through something of a misunderstanding of communication, Rindar went off by himself to basically pick a fight with the leak. Thinking that's what Muldare wanted him to do. Muldare ended up trying to find him after he had left. That didn't work out so well. And yeah, Rindar got to a bar, found along the way that there is a gang run by intelligent mice.
The best. The best plot development.
Have decided to give Rindar some information. This information led him to a bar where many of Alik's kind of lower level guys hang out. Rindar started a fight trying to recruit people to some new gang. Pretty swiftly ended the fight. Questioned some balding goblin about Rindar's operations. Intimidated him into giving information about a warehouse. Murdered a minotaur. And decided to find his way back. Muldare having a conversation that kind of basically said, as we had agreed to do a job for One Eye, it was time to fucking do that job for One Eye. And we had until the morning to start. And I think that's about it.
Yep.
That is highly accurate.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Okay. Thank you, David. Here, have a imaginary cookie. Because you all have action points, so I'm not gonna give you any DM inspiration because you have enough of that.
Curse you, you monster.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
Give me my fake kudos.
So, it's a brand new day. Sun is shining high. And something. Alik's probably gonna die. But, yeah. It's the morning. You all wake up in whatever states you are in now. It actually isn't as beautiful as the other day. It seems to be like the clouds are gathering over Sharn. Yes. And it's a bit darker. You can feel the humidity in the air. It's a bit more heavy than usually. You're basically near the ocean, so it's always kind of humid. But today it's a bit more than that. As you wake up, you already hear everyone. You hear the chaos of the guild. People dressing in their armor and running around, laughing, just conversating or doing all kinds of stuff. Yes.
How much psychic damage do I take?
Oh yeah. It was a D4 or a D6?
I think 4 is that one.
Okay. You take 1 psychic damage.
Okay.
And I believe you are at 1
Yeah.
exhaustion
Mhm.
point.
I got clued in, and this is really cool for people who might use Roll20. If you go to the cog screen on the basic character sheet, there's an exhaustion tracker, and it pops it below your hit dice and death saves, and it actually shows you what the effect of your exhaustion is as well. It doesn't just track the amount you have.
Ooh.
That's pretty rad.
Cool.
So I'll stop forgetting to be having disadvantage on my ability checks.
Nice. So, you'll wake up.
Rindar is going to go find Muldare. And since he was asleep when he got back from picking a fight.
Mm-hmm. You find Muldare sleeping on a pillow that looks very expensive and comfortable.
That sounds right.
I'm not going to wake him up, so I'll just go down for breakfast.
Okay. You go down for breakfast. There is a lot of people. You see Mikhail over to the side, eating with his group. You get
Is anyone
what?
Is anyone from our group down eating yet?
I will be.
Okay. So
I will be.
Yeah.
I'm
How?
there.
I'm there.
So yeah, I'll go join this instead of Mikhail.
Okay. You join a group. There's Blue, there's Matilda, there is Lily. Well,
So she's still around. She hasn't disappeared yet.
yeah, she's still around. She sits next to
Okay.
Matilda.
Mm.
Just leaning back against the chair, one leg over the other, one hand over the side.
Such big dick energy.
Trying so hard to look cool.
Mm-hmm. If she slips off the chair, that's it. I follow right after.
So yeah, you join your group.
Is there any signs on Rendar of the fight the night before? I know you won like by a country mile, but is there any kind of signs of a fight?
Someone else's blood, maybe.
I didn't take
Yeah.
any damage, and I dropped my clothes off at the laundry,
Okay.
so I don't think so.
No, I'm
Nothing. No. He
Okay.
seems
Tied
like
up those loose ends real good.
he just looks like Rendar.
Fair. I was looking for a conversation starter, but you know.
But you want to put a nail in that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I don't know if you guys notice yet. Blue is probably is in a new outfit. Not like sparkly new clothes, but is in a new outfit. And around one wrist is like a pearl necklace that's been sort of wound around a few times as like a bracelet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be sitting there like munching my breakfast quietly and slowly. Definitely sitting like upright and a lot more with care and like trying my best to seem proper, but you know that's not really working.
I think
But
then
then-
Blue is like watching you eat, like out of the corner of one eye, just like trying to suss out what's going on with you.
Yeah.
Half of Matilda's behavior is trying to look normal and presentable. The other half, the eating half, shows that she's been living mostly alone her whole life.
Valid.
Also observing this odd behavior from Matilda, I rolled a 19 on my insight check.
It definitely has something to do with the person sitting next to her.
Blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
definitely.
it's definitely the girls that are into blue.
Totally.
It's not.
Matilda, occasionally you feel a leg kind of brush against your leg.
There's some blushing with the food. This food's spicy.
Aren't you having porridge?
Yeah, perception.
My passive is 18, so I imagine I've seen the blushing too.
How spicy is that food?
Little do you know, it's actually a giant spider under the table that keeps brushing.
Oh no!
Why?
No!
Because I am Mike, the ruiner of things.
Ah, yes, your full
True,
title.
very true.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see. Yeah, you don't see the leg, but you see that Matilda is having some eggs, and it would be. They don't really make spicy eggs in here. It's not a thing.
Oh. Well, they need a better chef for one. But...
No, I don't trust Nuevos or whatever it is.
So yeah, it's just like vanilla eggs, like
Yeah.
just scrambled.
Yeah,
It's the
wait.
same situation with the smooth table. Like, oh wow, table's smooth. What are we doing next? I mean, we have.
It's a good
Just-
question.
We need
So
to focus.
I found out Rindar, or not, I'm Rindar. I found out. It's been 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Rendar talks in third person now.
Now, yeah. I had to play Tetheract yesterday. It happens.
It's the royal we. It's the royal we.
Mhm. I found out Alik keeps a lot of goods in a warehouse, and I got the location of it. I'm hoping to have a delivery schedule by the end of today.
What kind of delivery?
Oh, just, people dropping off goods or picking up goods. I feel like that would be an opportune time to strike it. Kill as many of his guys at once as we can.
Let's make sure we kill only his guys and not other people that have nothing to do with this operation.
I don't think anyone working with Alik's got much of a leg to stand on, to be honest.
If you can quickly differentiate between the two groups.
I don't know. I don't want more unnecessary killing.
I assure you, everything from here on is necessary killing. Muldare says, floating down on Mage Hand.
DM, do I know about this warehouse? Does this mention of it ring any kind of a bell? Fair enough.
Behind Muldare is Barrett. Oh my god, I almost forgot his name again. Barrett.
It's also Rendar.
With big.
Everyone's Rendar.
With big bags under his eyes, and he kind of like walks down behind him. Quiet.
I will go get Barrett a plate of food. I don't care if familiars don't technically need to eat. I don't know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He says as you drop it.
You're right, sweetheart. It's fine. No need to say thank you.
Barrett takes a mouthful and goes, these eggs are spicy.
Okay, he does that.
He's not obliged. Sounds like you've got a plan in mind there, Muldare. Or have you and Randar been chatting? Look, I know what a cat looks like, and a cat can smirk like that, so that's a deeply unpleasant expression.
What we do depends entirely on what Rendar did last night.
Randar.
Lily raises an eyebrow and looks at Rendar.
So do I.
What did you do last night?
Hopefully made a few friends. Made more than, well, informed a few enemies how afraid they should be of me.
Did you go picking a fight?
I did.
I hope you picked a good one.
I killed a minotaur, so...
Oh, then it was a good one.
A minotaur.
Name of Beef, I think.
Do I know that name? How come none of these people come to the fucking club where I work? Honestly. What the fuck?
It's not that kind of club.
Shows what you know.
And who did you pick a fight with? Who were these people?
Elite guys.
So you
Did
went
you
to
find
show
anything
them-
helpful?
I was telling them a bit. I found out he has a warehouse where he keeps some of his goods. I think I've got a guy who's going to tell me a delivery schedule by the end of the day. If not by the end of the day, I know another guy I'm going to kill, but and there's a criminal organization run by intelligent mice in the city.
What?
Like, for real mice, like little tiny guys.
Do I know anything about anything like that from my readings? What about talking animals like mice?
We've got a fucking talking cat at our breakfast table. That's the only reason why I haven't gone, you're fucking ridiculous. It's just like, we work with a talking cat. So...
I just mean, like, do I know anything about, like, a collective of, like, talking rodents or animals, like small critters, basically?
You encountered talking mice and talking guinea pigs and talking rats in the university, but there was more the students and the professors just having fun and casting a spell or two that kind of went wrong or right, and that
I think
happened.
Awaken grants speech.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a massively high level spell, to be fair. Just takes 8 hours.
And it costs like an expensive gemstone or something like that too.
Good for a giggle.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it last?
It's permanent.
Forever. Yeah.
Once something's
wow.
awakened, it's awakened.
Yeah.
I don't think it's permanent. I think it's instantaneous because permanent can be dispelled.
Oh.
Because it's an
interesting
active magical effect that just lasts forever. I'll have to look.
Anyway.
So, you know of talking rodents. You don't know of any guild or gang or anything like that. And Lily goes, oh. Yeah, I know them.
You know them? You know a guild of talking rats?
Yes. More mice.
Mice. Nice.
Why didn't you tell us about this?
Sounds amazing.
I didn't think it was important.
It's adorable.
Amazing things are always important.
They sound delicious.
Don't.
And that's another reason why I didn't tell you about it. So.
Okay, fair enough. I probably shouldn't have spilled the beans now that I think about it.
Is that how you got smart, Muldare? Eating a talking mouse.
This cat makes me uncomfortable, Rendar.
You say that?
Oh.
You say that out loud in front of the cat?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, none of us have any filter on Muldare by this point.
Yeah, I'm turning to my big brother, telling him that this cat in front of us makes me uncomfortable.
Muldare's tail begins to twitch.
I'm gonna roll an insight to see if I can figure out why that might be.
Do you really need to?
5.
You have no idea. The cat seems to be perfectly normal. The cat.
Or
Come on.
perfectly normal.
Perfect. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, I can't roll my R's like that, which is why I just said it. Such is my tragedy.
That's why I'm the cat.
Also, thank you for everybody. I hope you enjoyed that tight, educated, Amazing Maurice and his educated rodents reference. That was for any Terry Pratchett fans watching, listening. Because I'm a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to the story. Back to this story. Read The Amazing Maurice and His Educated Rodents. You will not regret it. It's fantastic.
I will look at Matilda slightly confused. Just if there's specific behavior that needs to be addressed for the group, I think it's probably best to just get it out.
Never mind. He's just
Look.
weird.
Agreed. Look, so I got this information coming in, but you don't have a time frame, I'm guessing? You're just waiting on a possibility? Rendar?
Oh, I heard a different name. So, yeah, so nothing today. I'm just waiting to hear from
Okay.
Eggy, I think was his name, or I don't know. Something.
The egg.
He was bald.
So what do we do in the
Bubbling.
meanwhile? We talked about actually getting down with the job.
Lily interferes. Well,
Do you mean interrupts?
Interrupts. Well, Muldare has a meet.
Mm-hmm.
Does he now? Oh, wait, I should turn this way. Does he now?
Does
you
that
meeting?
surprise you?
No.
I am quite the busy bee.
You gonna tell us who you're meeting with?
I will if it becomes something you need to know.
Sure.
Does it specifically have to do with us?
Maybe not.
Look, are you gonna need me for anything today? Because if so, I've got other things I could be doing.
Oh, good.
Lily says, yes, he's going to.
See?
Muldare slowly rolls his eyes.
Appreciate a straight answer. Thank you, Lily.
You're welcome.
So where are we going?
We are going down into the cogs. Through a sewer. There might be some things way there. Look, even I don't know what's going to be there. In the sewers, and also the cogs are very nice place for all kinds of. Might run into some, we might not.
I still think that I can do it by myself.
Whether you can or should are different things.
If this has to do with the overall goals here, it's not just about accomplishing. We want Alik to be so fucking terrified of us. He will not dream of hurting. Is it Daxathar? Is that the foster father?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daxathar.
Fine.
Before we go anywhere, especially if we're going down into unknown territory. Lily, I don't suppose you know anywhere in the market sells draft of poppy, do you?
I know of a place or one of them has been burned down recently.
That one I'm aware of.
I could poke some people and they can bring in need.
Be appreciated. Let me know. I've got 100 gold.
No need for that.
As a street urchin, would I know anything about this?
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay, straight roll. 4.
You know that it's used in medicine, and that's about it. You don't know if it can be burned and get you high, or if you shove it somewhere and helps you with certain things, or whatever.
Get you high. I mean, I'm from enough of a civilization that I know that a lot of things that are used in medicine,
if abused.
Yeah.
Breaking Sharn.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
If you've got a question.
So is it okay for me to not know specifically what it does, but to assume it has to do with getting high?
No, it's like it can be pretty much anything, but as a street urchin, that's your first guess.
Okay, yeah, that's
valid.
So
I guess
after everyone's done, we be on our way. You're okay with that?
Sure. Eat up, everybody. We're going to a meeting.
all right.
Just be ready for anything.
Always am.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
To say I always am. If I search around here, could I find a couple of 1 or 2 +1 javelins?
Roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. 14.
14. You find 3 +1 javelins.
Oh shoot!
They're in the discount bin at Poundland.
I will replace 3 of the javelins I normally carry with 3 of these +1 javelins. So
we could have Barrett carry your spare javelins.
Someone needs gone through quite enough.
And then you can just throw Barrett if you need to.
Just line them all up. They're just sticking out above his head, and I just
Out of character, you do know that the fact that Muldare treats Barrett the way he does is part of why Blue doesn't like Muldare, like at all. Out of character, I think it's really well. I don't say it's nice and fun, but I think it's interesting and a great character choice. Blue thinks Blue thinks Muldare is a cunt, so
valid.
As you should. He is not a nice person.
Yeah.
yeah, it's an accurate opinion.
So you eat your breakfast. Do you want to do anything else in here before you go?
Maybe use the cat box.
Power nap. Try and get rid of that point of exhaustion. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, before we leave, I will kind of, without like giving him too many details, I'm going to tell Mikhail kind of what we're up to, just in case we never come back. He has a shot at recovering our corpses.
He puts his big hand on your shoulder and
then same kind of thing, never come back. If you wouldn't mind watching after Miev. And I'll give him how to contact one of my siblings. Who's the one he should probably contact? Probably Alanis.
Okay.
How many have you got? Fuck.
I have 9 siblings.
Oh my
Jesus,
God.
that's excessive. You have 9 siblings. You're one of 10 and have a foster sister. That's fantastic. Jesus Christ.
You know, when the parents like to fuck.
Well, only a few of them are like blood related at all.
So this isn't an Eberron case of Catholicism then?
No, I mean, out of character, Rendar was raised in a brothel, and his mom took off. So he was just raised amongst other brothel kids.
Yeah.
So.
Fair.
So, Litterbox saying hi or bye.
Maybe I'll go to the groomers.
I don't have time for that. Blue or Matilda?
I don't think there's really much to do.
No.
Okay. Before you...
Hair's braided and up. Like, hair up in going to do things mode, as opposed to down in looking pretty mode.
Before you go...
Other than switching over some spells, there's not much I need to do.
Okay. Lily kind of caught you, Matilda, alone, catches you, and goes, just be careful. I'll try to look up more than the... Yeah, see you in a bit. And she leaves.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I walk forward.
All
Be
right.
careful. That's a sign of such an immature person for relationships. They're trying to trade favors for romantic consideration. Be careful about that.
Okay. You head out.
She needs to learn, y'all.
You get on one of the flying ships in here. As you get out, you feel a little bit of rain. It's not full on raining, it's just kind of a drizzle. Is that what you would say?
Mm-hmm.
And Muldare, you fucking hate it. You can't wait to get inside somewhere and not be wet. Yeah. you go down into the lower districts, and through a smaller, it looks like a small tower. It doesn't go up, it just goes out of the ground and has door, and just like a small, how would you, whatever, a thing.
A building.
Yes. Lily goes over to it, takes out some kind of tools. You hear the metal kind of move in the lock, and then you hear a click. She opens the door and walks in. Just close after you get inside. We don't want other people. So we went in here. There are people walking around. There's like a shit ton of people. It's in the lower parts of the city, so it's very tight between the buildings, dark, and there are just masses of people. Oh, they don't seem to be doing well for themselves. They have like terror clothes. Some of them look sickly.
I will have Barrett leave a stack of coins outside as we enter in.
How much?
25 gold.
Like a stack of gold just on the ground.
Yep.
Okay. As he does that, first person sees it and goes like, what? They go over and other people start like turning around and going over to the of gold, and after a bit you hear like, that's mine, get the fuck away from that. Bam, first punch goes, and there's a fight now.
Yeah.
Out there.
I love to give back.
I'm gonna summon Mage Hand and just fucking flick the back of Muldare's ear.
What's your passive perception, Muldare?
Mine 8. Oh, his. My apologies.
Mine is 12.
You want me to roll a stealth check for the hand?
Yeah.
Technically, you can't attack with the Mage Hand. It's more an expression of
yeah.
annoyance.
Yeah. But still,
So-
roll a stealth check, please.
Natural 14 plus
You don't know where it came from.
plus 12.
Wow. Yeah. So you get inside, close the door, walk down for like 10 minutes. It's a round staircase, and start smelling the sewers already as you coming into this building. It's nauseating and just smells like piss and shit and vomit and all of that cramped together into a nice package with a little bow tie.
It's the last day of a music festival.
Can I use... Would prestidigitation help me make the air smell a little better as we're walking?
For a bit.
So like every time we move forward, I'm just like... And so like trying to make...
Like carrying a bottle of Febreze.
Okay,
Basically.
cool. So
I cast Febreze.
Just take like a little strip of cloth, prestidigitation it to smell something, and put it in your nose.
Yeah, just
You
like
can do
stuff
that,
it in my
yeah.
nostrils.
you look like a nerd.
Good.
As you move through, there's a little bit of light. There are these runes that are slightly glowing on the walls of sewer tunnel. It casts out a dim light, so it's not complete pitch darkness. And as you move, it takes you good 20-25 minutes before Lily stops you, touches the wall, and finds something, starts like reading it, and then you keep on moving, take a right turn, go on for another couple of minutes, then take a left. Yes.
As we go, I'm going to try and memorize the path that we've taken.
Okay. And as you move through, you get to this wall that is part of it is broken and seems like someone made a tunnel inside. It could fit like 2 people next to each other. Not that bad. Well, this is where we go. It's one of the few entrances to cogs. Just be ready, there can be anything. And she kind of,
How?
yeah.
Please. I was gonna say, how dark is it down there?
It just goes pitch black.
Lily, do you mind if I cast a little light?
Yeah.
Dancing lights.
Okay.
Just like
You
they're the same color as mine and Nairi's hair.
You light up the path and it twists and turns, goes on. You move through, and as you are moving through, you start smelling this weird it doesn't smell as the sewers do. It's more of a, like, it stings you in the nose as you get in. It's I would say violent, like a violent smell. You don't exactly know what it is, but seems like something in there produces this smell.
Is it bad like rot, or more like a chemical, kind of acrid, like burning the hair in your nose kind of a smell?
Yes, Mary.
I was gonna ask if I could sort of use my knowledge of such sensations to try and recall what could cause this. Not only the odor, but the sensation as well.
Make a, my god, perception. Yeah, make perception check. Both of you.
All right. Nine. No, wait. No, that's performance. And that's a -2 for that, not +2. 11.
Blue.
Yes, sorry.
Perception check, please.
Sorry, my apologies.
Okay.
At 17.
Both of you get the feeling like something died in there. But Blue, you can, from smelling this, taking a deeper breathe in of this awful smell. It's some mixture of herbs and some kind of an oil that's been burned.
Okay.
It's like the rot is kind of the underlying smell of this.
Yeah.
And this one just, that's the one that kicks you.
Okay, so rot and then oil, and the other thing was...
Yeah.
What was the third thing?
Mixture of herbs.
Herbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'll flag that to the others. I don't really know what it means.
Okay.
Unless somebody tried to burn a body. Didn't get very far.
You move through this tunnel, and now you get into this large opening. It's like a cave. It's very dark. Do you still cast the lights?
Yeah, they last a minute, but I've been refreshing them, but they only shed light for about 20 feet.
Okay. As you cast it,
So.
you see the shape of this cave, and on the other side there is, you see some kind of a door, and this little part is the only one that looks like a wall, like a building wall. Other parts of this cave are regular stone and stuff like that. And as you cast it, yes.
So I can send the lights about 60 feet ahead of me. That's the range on them. So, and each bulb, and I've got like 4, sheds light for about 10 feet.
Okay.
So that's just so
you
you're aware of. Thank you.
In the middle of this cave, you see a shape. Oh my god. Huge shape of some kind, and as you look at it, it's moving. Like it's, and you hear the rumbling.
How far is this? How big is this space?
The space is
From where we are to the other door.
It is from you. It's like 55 feet away.
And how high does the ceiling go?
It's about like 20 feet up.
Okay, on seeing that, does it appear to be reacting to the lights at all? Or is it just like breathing?
Just breathing.
Then I'm not going to instantly snuff out the lights, because if the lights were going to wake it up, the lights would have woken it up. So, is it like on the path? Is it like a gap in the ground? Or is it just there in between us and the other door?
You don't quite see it.
Okay.
It's still very dark in here, even though you cast the lights.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the room, not exactly in your way, it's kind of to the side. If you were to just go straight there. But it's laying there. It's big. It's bigger than anything you...
Can I see it? I have dark vision.
You can see it. All of you can see it. All of you can see the shape. If you want to, you can roll perception to gather more of this thing.
I'm actually going to cast Legend Lore.
Okay.
Nice.
What does it do?
It's in the roll 20.
Okay. Let's see, lore. When you cast it about the thing that you're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not like a legendary thing, but you gather that it is a Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we don't wake that up then and just, tiptoe around.
Yeah, only 13 on my perception.
I've always
You
wanted
just
to fight
see a
Hydra.
shape.
Not being
You say a
funny.
Hydra?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say, does Muldare say a Hydra?
Does Muldare say that out loud?
Muldare summons Mage Hand and hops on, and then puts his tail to his lips and goes, shh, and then floats off.
Okay. Muldare makes a stealth check with advantage.
Ooh.
Since you're floating, you basically make no
Right.
sound. Just nice.
Boom.
And I crit.
Boom.
Okay. You float over to the door.
I will start walking, and I will take Matilda's hand, because I'm aware that Matilda has not always had the best luck with stealthing in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, before we go, just like, I'll just start humming something quietly just to give her a little bit of bardic inspiration. Like
Mhm.
very quietly. Just
Okay.
sort of like
Okay.
I know how to hum quietly.
Sure.
Thank you.
That's a D8. And yeah, start stealthing around, like curving as much
Okay.
around this.
As
Lump.
you start curving around, do you go to the right or to the left?
Where's the most space?
Seems to be on the left side.
Left then.
Which way takes you past its face?
You say face like it's a singular matter right now.
Not all hydras have multiple heads to start.
To start. Very good point.
Terrifying.
Yeah. But yeah, so skimming to the left. I don't know
Oof.
about Rendar and Lily.
I will activate Boots of Flying
Mm-hmm.
and kind of keep between Blue and Matilda, kind of
Okay.
keeping an eye on this thing. But trying to move
Okay.
as silently as possible.
So, oh,
Stealth checks.
yeah, stealth
Yep.
checks, please. Rendar with advantage.
Oh boy. Not even an 8 will help me out of this one. I got an 8. Yeah, action point for this.
You're using inspiration
I got
and
a
an action point.
Yeah.
Action points add a D6, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
thankfully I rolled max on both because that took my 4 to an 18.
Mine's an 18 as well.
Mine's
Definitely
a
better than
26.
4.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So, what happened is
Mm.
that Muldare is on the other side next to the door, while Rendar, you are close to the two, to Blue and Matilda.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Above
I'm
and
in
to the side.
between it and them, above
But
them a little
floating.
bit. Yeah.
Okay. Where is Barrett?
I'm going to dispel Barrett.
Okay. I'll just put him into. Put him. So
Barrett in
as
your
you are
pocket.
moving, Blue and Matilda, you're walking through. You still make a little bit of noise, and you can hear yourself breathing. As you move through and your feet touch the ground, you feel like you are very quiet, but even through that you hear as the heads all go up and look your way, and you hear
Great.
So
Fantastic.
I'll show you this map now that I have over
Great.
here.
Sure you will.
Very well.
One likes maps.
Okay.
Great.
So we came in from the bottom.
Yeah,
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
exactly. Gonna go up with this.
Way to go, Shorty.
Okay, I'll be right back. Give me like a sec.
Hey, that almost rhymed.
I didn't.
Check.
I have a
Check.
thing. I have a fucking thing. And I didn't want to use it before because it felt like a lot, but now I feel like I should.
Yeah.
I'll also just be right back. If we're going to take a break, might as well now.
Yeah. Actually, if we're about to possibly have a combat or try and avoid a combat, I might buy a break as well. Just because the last thing I need is to pee for 20 minutes plus while we try fight something. Be right back.
All right, so it's just you and me.
Yeah.
The spellcasters,
Man.
you'll be fine.
All right, so I'm
Yeah.
behind this thing. Here's what we do. I cast slow on it, and then I cast 7 fireballs. Just one after another, after another.
What would happen if I cast haste on you?
I don't know.
Would you cast 2 fireballs a turn?
Let me take a look. Let me see if it's just melee attacks. The
Uh,
target's speed is doubled. It gains a +2 AC, advantage on dexterity, and it gains additional action on each of its turns. Ooh.
but then it says 1 weapon attack only.
The action can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
So I don't know.
Well, I guess that would be a DM decision then.
Aww. You're muted.
What?
If I were to haste a spellcaster, just a random one, here it says the extra action you get can be only used to take the attack / 1 weapon attack only action, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. Would it be possible to use the attack action to cast an extra spell?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, cast a spell is a different action than attack
Yeah.
in the PHB. I was just looking that up.
And
Okay.
I am not going to let you do that, because that's too much.
Excessive.
Yeah.
And
Much.
even if you could, it would just be another cantrip, right? Because you can only cast one spell a round that's not a cantrip.
Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly.
You're trying to say like I don't want to just cast a ton of prestidigitation to confuse them.
Right.
Regular rave up in here. Up in here.
Up in here.
Oh
We
god, I need to stop doing my incredibly bad white person dancing. It's just embarrassing. It's gonna
Is
be
it
on
the one where
YouTube.
you keep doing that?
You know, if you attended more of the white power meetings, you'd get better dances.
You know what? I'm not gonna do that, but you know, thanks for the tip. I'd rather hang out with the people the white power lot are rather anti and try to get some dance tips there.
I'd
really
rather
look-
have shitty
I
dance
really-
moves and good friends to talk about them with.
Hmm.
I really look like I fit in there though with the whole skinhead thing.
Mm. You look like too much of a nerd. There's 2 ways to go with a shaved head. Depending on how you dress, it really does tip the scale one way or the other. I was reading a thing about a guy that said, I wear cargo pants so people don't look at me and think I'm like a skinhead because I shave my head. If I'm wearing like cut off cargo shorts, people just assume I'm a nerd. So,
No, I'm wearing like my Mr. Rogers cardigan today, so
yeah, I was gonna say you don't look like, you know, a horrifying racist right now.
I'm wearing dad clothes today.
Mm.
If you're bald and try and look badass. Anyways.
Be careful. Yeah, that's one to be careful of. Hey Tom,
Yes.
do you want us to roll initiative by any
It
chance?
would be lovely, yes.
Would you like that?
Advantage.
Oh, fuck.
What?
roll
You get
initiative.
advantage?
Yeah.
He does.
Finish.
I do.
Ooh.
Fucking barbarians.
Initiative.
I was like, oh, that's a bad.
22.
Fucking hell.
Okay, just tell me the numbers right now, all of you. Remember them.
22.
Nice. Brenda.
22.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Not 22. I got an 11.
Okay.
Me too.
Hey, it's oh my god! 2, 2, 1, 1.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
Okay, I'll have Matilda and Rendar at the same.
That's so cool.
What did you roll?
5.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah.
What about you, David?
I rolled a 19.
As it
I
should
rolled a
be.
17.
It's kitty before pretty.
Works for me.
And
I
it's
say
Rob
now.
before Brain?
Okay, so
Yeah. Arguably.
Matilda and Muldare.
And
Yes.
Randa.
No. Oh, Rendar. Matilda and Rendar. Sorry. Uh,
Okay.
who wants to go first?
After you? No, wait, after me, cause
Yeah, if your
I-
area of affecting it, go now.
no, actually, I was going to use my turn to turn to Rendar and cast haste.
Oh.
And then, so yeah, you gain a +2 bonus to AC. You have advantage to your dexterity saving throws, and you have an additional action on each of your turns that can be used to take one weapon attack only, and blah blah blah. You know the rest. Yeah. Good luck.
Are we seriously gonna fight a fucking Hydra? Jesus Christ.
I mean, you might. I'm
awake and angry.
Oh,
So I'm gonna move
It's-
5, 10, 15.
It also isn't the regular Hydra. It's a different one.
Put that
Right.
away. I don't want to see that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's from this fun book.
Sponsor us, Creature Codex. Sponsor us.
Mhm.
It's one of them sewer hydras that someone bought it as a pet and flushed it down the toilet when it got
Yeah.
too big.
I thought those were just an urban legend.
Yeah. It started like
LA's
this.
got gators. Yeah, LA's got gators. Sharn has got Hydra.
Mhm.
That does make sense.
So, all right. So I will approach it in rage.
Oh, really?
Nice.
It takes 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Flame and rage.
And just as I approach it, how many heads does it have? Just so I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 heads. Yeah, I am not going to Great Weapon Master or Reckless Attack it.
Okay.
Valid.
Okay. As is that your turn?
I'll just regular attack it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
How many times? 3?
3.
Because
Yes.
you have two attacks and the hasted attack.
Yeah. So all right. The first is a 31 to hit.
Fucking hell!
Jesus.
That hits. Is
Go
that a
on.
regular attack? What the fuck?
Yeah, those are just
Okay.
regular attack.
Did you roll super good?
I rolled a 19.
Oh,
Okay.
The second is a 19 to hit.
okay.
And the third attack. Ooh, maybe not. A 15 to hit?
That hits as well.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So it's been a short rest, so I will use my Orcish Fury
Mm-hmm.
to do an extra damage die on
Okay.
the first attack.
Okay.
So okay. 12, 13. So the first hit is 23 damage. And then after that, it's just regular. So after that, the next one is 15 damage
Mhm.
and 14 damage.
As you
Did you do a
swing,
total of 44? Fuck.
And this is without the bonus stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now that I know the 15 hits, I'll probably next round Great Weapon Master.
As you hit, you put so much strength into it that even though you are wielding a hammer, you cleave one of its heads off. It just flies over to the side. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Yes!
Certain amount of damage and the heads just fall off. Like that scene in The Incredibles where he punches the robot and one of its legs falls off.
And so you haven't used your reckless.
I didn't use Reckless,
Okay.
no.
At the end of your turn, it is going to use one of its legendary actions, and it's going to bite your ass. Possibly. Maybe.
Please
hopefully.
I like my ass.
Oh god. That's a 10 to hit. I guess that doesn't...
That's a miss.
As you cleave one of the heads off, it flies over, and the other head that was right next to it just reels back and snaps at you. But as it snaps, you move to the side and just inches away from you, goes through, and you hear the maw just do the... And
Alright.
it's kind of scary, but you're used to adventure. It's your turn, I believe. That's your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. Bonus, move,
Ooh.
all that good stuff.
Okay, so as you do that, and the head falls off, at the start of its turn, you see at the place where it fell off, just you hear this like tearing of muscle, and you hear kind of a bubbling as two heads sprout out of the place.
It's a special Hydra, y'all.
As big as the others.
Yeah.
And
it's not fire damage that stops its regen. It's something else. Someone figure it out.
It's going great, you guys. It's going great.
Yeah. And all of the heads look at you because you are right there in front of it. And it attacks 6 times. Because it has 6 heads. That is 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's one that hits. That is a 25 to hit, so that hits. 22 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. That does not hit. 16.
Misses.
No. And the last one, that misses as well.
50% success rate.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm just... Oh, okay. Ow!
Love it when the DM goes looking for extra dice. Just fills you with confidence, doesn't it?
So,
definitely.
First you take... Oh, God. Sodom.
Check.
You take 19 piercing damage.
I'll take 9.
Sodom.
Check.
And check. 13 points of acid damage.
Okay.
That you'll just take, huh?
Yeah. I respect acid damage. Piercing, not so much.
You should. You should. Really. Oh, man.
Fuck. Yeah, good. That's its turn. Muldare or Blue, whichever wants to go first.
The kitty may go first.
Oh, perfect.
Kitty before pretty.
Kitty before pretty. Yes. So, can I see this? Like, is it within line of sight of me from where I'm at?
Sorry?
Is it within line of sight of me? Like, can I see it clearly?
You
Or do
see
I have to
the
move?
shape of it. It's still
Do I have to-
very dark in here.
Okay, so but I don't have to move in order to like attack it.
No.
Fantastic. Then I am going to cast slow.
Oh, okay. What does it have to do?
Let's haste
Wisdom
Rendar
save.
and slow the Hydra.
Which is
Wisdom save, Tom.
okay. Mm, 9.
No, it does not save.
Okay.
Takes a -2 to AC and dexterity saves, and it can't use reactions.
Oh, okay.
And on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, but not both.
Cool.
And it only gets 1 melee attack.
I don't think that's going to affect the Hydra, though.
Yeah. He had that legendary action.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, and at the end of your... No, you're still doing a thing. Right.
Movement, bonus action.
Muldare.
What?
You're doing
still
any
doing a
movement
thing,
or a bonus action.
No, I don't need to do either.
Right? Okay. So you stay where you are?
Yep.
End of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, why do I have so many? Okay, at the end of your turn, the Hydra is going to take another legendary action and bite.
No.
Not. My God, why? Why? That's 1.
That misses.
And now you roll an 18. Fuck you, die.
Never throw a die in anger. It'll always turn up with a good number.
Okay,
They
nothing
know.
happens. So blue.
Sorry,
It's
there is
your
a
turn.
tiny moth on the screen in front of me, and it was very distracting. Okay,
That's cute.
I'm gonna dart forward
Mm-hmm.
in what may prove to be a bad choice. Don't care. If I am up next to Rendar, am I able to touch the Hydra?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and try and cast Bestow Curse on it.
Okay.
So, Wisdom saving throw.
14.
Nope, not enough.
Okay.
And the curse I'm using, I'll drop this in the chat in the Roll20. I am going to use, while cursed, the target must make a Wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails the turn, it wastes its action doing nothing.
Huh. Okay. What's your DC?
17.
Oh. Okay. Damn. All right. Okay.
Again, I don't think that will necessarily affect the legendary actions,
Yeah.
but if it can only take actions or bonus actions, it will affect that on its regular initiative turn, if I'm understanding it correctly. And as my bonus action, 5, 10, 15, 20. Would you say I used 20 foot of movement to get there, or 25?
You were over here.
I think I was 2 squares away from Lily.
You used
Yeah.
15, yeah.
Okay, in which case I am going to use my bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and back up 20 feet.
Uh-huh.
5, 5, 10, 15.
So smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna move this way. Yeah, I was there. 5, 10, 15. Oh, fucking hell. There we go. I'm there.
Cool. Cool.
Shut up.
Alrighty. Okay, it's Lily's turn.
Go, Lily!
Give it up for the
Okay.
Hexy Lady.
She runs over here next to Muldare. No, Rendar. Oh my
Rendar.
God.
Rendar.
Yeah, Muldare won't be over there. That's not going to happen.
And she is, well, going to the other die. Okay, that hits with the short sword. She is going to use the Eldritch Smite. And roll a spell slot to deal. Oh my god, where are my d8s? Okay, for some Wait.
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 Okay,
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait, what? And what else was wasn't
Check.
spell slot and knocked it? Okay. 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 Alright. Okay. Sorry. It takes me a while. So this.
How dare you not be amazingly fluent in your
I
second language and know
already
everything
rolled for it.
instantly?
10 plus. Instead of 5. Okay, 5. It's 15 damage. Plus it gets knocked down because it's huge. My
That
god.
fucking invocation is so good.
I get knocked down.
Can I get up again?
Probably not.
Nothing like tub
Is
thumping.
this? So
Chumba that wumba.
minus 15. Okay, that was 50 damage.
I have a custom, while Tom rolls that damage, I have a custom magic
my
item I
God.
made for a character that had a magic item I named the Chumbawamba Flask, because it literally could have like 5 or 6 different kinds of booze in it, and you could literally take a whiskey drink and take a lager drink and take a cider drink, because
I don't know. Plus
Why not?
11
It's amazing.
sneak damage.
Heyo.
oh,
So that's this, and
it's gonna
then
take
she
off
attacks
all
with
of the
her
heads.
dagger. That hits. Minus 8. Cool.
Oh, Lily.
As she starts stabbing and slashing at the Hydra, another head falls down on the ground. Okay. And since it's not prone, I guess it can do a legendary action.
Hmm.
You can
It's
attack
mo-
from prone.
You
Yeah,
can
but
attack from
it's a
prone, you just have
disadvantage, though.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to then third legendary action and attack at. Okay. Oh no. Okay, that is 19, which hits Lily. She takes fight. Cast.
Check.
Takes 11 points of damage. 2. Okay, cool. Cool. Now it's turn of Matilda or Rendar, whoever wants to go first.
You're muted, Nairi.
I'm gonna try a little something if that's cool.
Yeah, go straight ahead.
Yeah.
First, would I know? Can I make a check, like a history check or something, to see if I recognize this type of creature?
Sure.
You also didn't roll your wild magic surge for your haste.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Make
Alright.
Arcana check for. Or
Okay.
yeah, Arcana.
17.
It's a Hydra. It has many heads.
My point in making this check is to see if I would know anything about what hydras are resistant to. Vulnerable to, I mean.
My God, I didn't read this. Okay. You don't know what kind of Hydra it is? with that roll,
Okay.
but they usually are cold. Is it cold?
It's usually fire for most hydras.
Or fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one resistant to fire. Sorry.
Wouldn't I know that information because of my legend lore?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
if the thing has legendary actions, then shouldn't it be legendary per the spell?
Okay.
True.
So what is it resistant to?
Okay, so Muldare, it is a Venom Maw Hydra. It is resistant to fire. It is immune to acid. And what else can you know about it? Like
vulnerabilities.
Yeah, vulnerabilities. Yeah, I pretty much know everything, including its mother's maiden name.
If it takes cold damage, the heads don't regrow. So,
there we are.
Yeah.
Great with this group.
That's the special thing we needed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody, let's go regroup and get our cold gear.
But you know that Matilda doesn't. Matilda just knows that it's a Hydra.
It's just that since it came into question now, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I can do stuff about that, but I don't know this, so I'm not going to change my plans.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at a pretty 4th level.
So pretty.
And I'm going to cast it first, I'm going to maybe...
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do it like that. Maybe...
You could move.
Yeah.
And hit Rendar instead.
Yeah.
Or you could move over here.
No, I was gonna... Wait. Would this help? If I were to shoot it like this, yeah, I wouldn't get either of them.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot Lightning Bolt that direction. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Well, it's prone, so I guess it gets hit.
It's disadvantage. No, wait, you're not... But he is slowed, so he has disadvantage on dex checks.
No, he resisted the slow.
Did he?
No.
He did legendary resistance.
Did he?
No, it doesn't have a legendary resistance.
I didn't think it resisted the slow.
It just says legendary actions.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it has disadvantage on the dex save because of the slow.
That's right.
Even while it's prone?
Your prone doesn't negate. I don't think prone makes... Yeah, dex saves. You can still roll out of the way even when you're prone.
True. Okay.
Which tends to be how I think about it. But it has disadvantage because it's slowed. So it's all good.
It doesn't make
Roll them bones. Big money, no whammies.
10, 13, 15... 20, 26, and then 28 points of lightning damage.
How many?
28.
28. Ooh.
Anything that's flammable, that's an object that's not being carried or worn in the area of the lightning, is ignited.
As the lightning hits the Hydra, shoots through one of its heads. It growls at you as you shoot out the lightning, and you hit it right into the mouth. And you see the lightning go through it, the light emanating out of inside of this creature, and the head just bursts into fire and explodes into tiny pieces.
Growing into 2 more, I imagine.
It's not its turn yet. Oh no. Yeah, it was your turn. Rendar is now.
Yeah, so it's prone still, right?
Yep.
So I have advantage, so I will Great Weapon Master, not Reckless Attack.
Okay.
You're still hasted.
And I'm still hasted. So
I thought Muldare was hasted.
No,
No,
Rendar.
Rendar. Okay.
So I got 3 attacks last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 21 to hit on the first one.
I think since it's prone, don't you have advantage on?
Yeah, I'm
attacking it?
rolling with advantage.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. 18 to hit on the second one.
It's
And 15 to hit on the third. Thank goodness for that.
I
freaking
guess all of them
advantage.
hit.
Okay.
Roll
Yeah,
for damage.
I rolled 2 nat 1s on the attacks, so thank goodness for advantage on those. So okay, so damage. Okay, so 29 on the first hit.
Ow.
24 on the second hit,
Ow.
and 25 on the third hit.
Wow. So you
And-
cleave another head with your hammer. Just pieces of bone and flesh and blood spray out of it as you cleave another head off. It now, I think it's supposed to have 3 heads.
4 now.
No,
'cause
3.
It had 6.
6. Lily took 1 down.
Right.
Then you took 1 down. Then Rendar took 1 down. Yeah.
And it hasn't regrown one yet
Not yet.
anymore yet. Sweet.
And bonus action, it takes 4 points of fire damage.
It takes 2.
All right.
I take half. Okay. Those are your turns. So first you see this creature as the heads fall off from each of these parts where the heads were grown from. You see another 2 heads sprout out from each of them as 6 heads grow out of nothing. It has 9 heads now. So with each head, okay, plus 60. That grows. So first I need to make for Matilda's what was it?
I cursed it.
You cursed it. Okay, so Blue's curse.
Wisdom save to see if it can do anything.
18.
I think that makes it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that a 4.
Okay. It doesn't do shit.
So it wastes its action doing nothing. In theory, it could still do its bonus action because it gets an action or a bonus action because of slow.
Well, if it tried to make an action, then
Yeah.
that means that it tried to make an action. It can't then decide to do a different thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, no, because it's the wording is if cursed, the target must make a wisdom save throw at the start of each of its turns, regardless of what it might have been attempting to do. If it fails, it wastes its action doing nothing.
Then because
In theory,
of
you would still
slow,
have
it
its
can only
bonus
use
action.
or bonus action.
Or a bonus action.
So
That is true.
it just
So I would
goes
say it
through
could do its. I'd
No,
say
no,
it
no.
could do its bonus action if it has a bonus action, unless growing the heads was its bonus action.
doesn't have bonus.
Because the idea of bonus actions is they're supposed to be quicker things anyway, which is why there's a difference between spells that are actions and spells that are bonus actions. So
Yeah. Doesn't do shit.
woo! It doesn't do shit.
Nice.
Muldare or Blue.
You got something? If you're ready to know what you want to do, go for it. Because I don't
Okay.
know.
So I have a couple of questions before I declare what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
These pits, how deep are they? Do I see the bottom of them, or
No.
are they just like ominous forever pits?
Yes.
Okay. And how big is this Hydra? Is it huge in size?
It's huge, yeah.
It's huge. Okay. Then I am going to cast telekinesis on the Hydra.
Okay.
Dang.
So
Up to £1,000.
it gets to make a strength save.
Okay. 9.
Okay, cool. I'll just go ahead and mark that down. Okay, that's a 19 from me.
Okay.
So I get to move the Hydra 30 feet in any direction.
Okay.
Does it weigh less than £1,000?
It doesn't matter about the poundage. It matters about the size.
It's the object. An object is £1,000. My apologies.
Yes, so it's a huge or smaller creature. So I'm going to move the huge creature into the pit.
Hell yes.
Okay. You move the creature into the pit.
And then drop it.
It falls. And it falls. And it falls. And you hear it just scream. It's falling. Wow. Okay.
Did it fail a save against it or something?
It was a
it did.
contested strength check.
Well, it was strength against my spellcasting ability.
Yeah.
Which it failed.
So-
Because I rolled a 5.
Yeah. So Yeah.
That's
Oh my
that.
god.
Nicely played.
thanks.
Fuck. Wow.
Tom's like, shit, I didn't have any more game planned.
No, I still have a lot of plans. Okay, that's dead.
That's pretty genius.
Thanks. I was looking over here and I'm like,
Telekinesis is a rad spell.
It's great.
Oh, if you're a bard,
Mm.
telekinesis and then glibness. Because
Ooh.
it's a charisma check for your caster check, which means you can't roll below a 15 on the die if you have glibness.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can telekinesis the hell out of everything.
That's beautiful.
Glibness is just a fun little spell. But I say little, it's actually quite a high level spell, but it's a good one.
Okay.
Mm.
As you throw the Hydra down
Mhm.
into wherever, probably the lava pits that are right under the cogs.
It's alright, it's got resistance to fire.
It can crawl out, I'm sure it'll be
Does it
fine.
have
Sure.
resistance to death?
And I have to throw like 5 Hydras at you, because this is...
This is the problem with having clever players, Tom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do that. And Lily just looks all of you over and just moves through to the door, unlocks it, opens it, and well, that's
Muldare casts slow so he can read his spell book and goes, oh yes, I forgot I could do that. No.
Goodbye. No. You'll go in here. Get in the hall.
so. You all move through the door. You get into some kind of a words.
Tunnel?
No, not a tunnel.
Corridor?
Antechamber.
Storage area.
Okay.
Waffle House.
Lily closes it down. Closes the door. Oh my god! Behind you, and there is a torch on the side that she lights up. And as you look around, there are some old crates, like hundreds of years old or more. Even. A lot of spider webs. You don't see any spiders, no. And over to the side, you see incense. Just the thing that would put incense in. Or is incense the name of the thing?
A sensor? The thing that you put incense
sensor.
in. A
You
sensor.
see a sensor over to the side. I guess blue. As you move closer to it, and smell it. You smell the toxic smell coming out of it a little. And as you look, it seems like they burned it in there. That.
I'm gonna turn to Lily and do you know what the incense is for? I smelled it back there.
I have no idea. I've never been here. Oh.
Do you know who'd be leaving it?
Probably your very good friend. I'm talking about Ali.
I just look at her, just like.
She walks away. She walks to these stairs that go up. Very old. As she moves on them, they creak with each step. She opens this, like, what do you call it? Cellar door, like
yeah,
a hatch. A hatch. She opens the hatch and moves in. If or when you go after her, you move into this kind of fallen apart house that probably was used for just regular living way back when, and through the half fallen down wall you see this giant space that goes on and on. You can really see the ceiling up above you. You see the towers just piercing through this large open space, and you see fallen towers, you see more buildings. It's a city. There used to be a city down here. Some kind of it. It's been abandoned a long time ago. It's beautiful in a way as you look at it. You don't really see how far it goes, but probably very, very far. As you look down on the city, you're kind of up a little. See a tower that's not in much of a bad state as the others, and through its window you see light coming up. Lily looks around and points out a mark. Oh my god, words. A space that used to be like market kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "That's where we're going. That's where the people that Muldare needs to meet are." And she points at the tower, and this is a place that you all need to go. It's one of Alik's places.
Sure.
Rendar, you remember what was his name? Your brother. What's his name?
Stand?
Flexo?
You remember Stand talking about some kind of a tower that he and his group were caught in? This rings a bell.
All right. Yeah, I'll kind of fill people in. Just kind of. I think this might be where Stin was being kept.
Okay. Tom, I can't remember. Did I hear when I was briefly being held prisoner?
Mm-hmm.
What didn't I hear the bull mention a tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Then I'll mention that to the others as well. Like I heard something similar, or I heard about talk about a tower as well.
I swear I hate this city. The longer I spend in it, the more I find towers stacked on top of towers, and towers in the sewers, and towers everywhere. Don't these people know how to build single-story homes?
You see a ton of single-story homes around.
Everything's a tower nowadays. And
Well,
don't
when
get
you're
me
a
started on airline food.
Why are you still in the city then? If you hate it so much.
For all the things I dislike, the one thing that works for me is it's very easy to find people that are pliable.
Of course. And I'll just start walking down towards the square that where we've got to meet people.
Okay.
I'm going to summon Barrett back. Sorry, did I interrupt you? No. We weren't having tea. Boy, move ahead.
He moves.
Tom is too good at doing a sad face. It doesn't help.
Yeah. Muldare's awful.
He's the worst. We've established. It's right there on his character sheet that we have all seen. The best.
Yeah.
He's the best of the worst.
Mhm.
So you all move
Or the
down
worst of the best.
to the square. You still see stalls built all around. It feels like people abandoned this place in a moment. Like something happened and everyone stopped what they were doing in the middle of a day. Just disappeared. You are there, and as you walk there, you hear voices, and you see a campfire in the middle of the square. There is about 6 shapes around it, talking to each other in some kind of a language, and moving around. They seem to be eating something.
Do I recognize the language?
Tell me, what language do you speak?
Common, Draconic, Elven, Dwarf, and Infernal.
It's David, would Drow in Eberron speak Elvish or Undercommon?
There's no Underdark. So they would speak their own language that's native to Zendrick.
Okay. Muldare, you don't know what language they're speaking. Seems very close to Elvish, but the words aren't exactly what you would expect. It seems to be some kind of a branch of Elvish.
Okay, then I'm going to use Detect Thoughts, so I can read their thoughts.
Do they have to roll something?
There's like 7 paragraphs there, Pat or Tom.
Yeah, it's only when you push that they notice it. Like Detect Thoughts lets you do surface shit without any kind of a check.
Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm detecting the things they're saying right before they say them.
They are talking about a hunt. Something about fire and capture. They need to capture.
Well, that's never a bad thing. I'm looking at you viewers at home.
Lily,
just doing a Zach Morris.
Lily
Time
moves towards these people. Just walks over there.
Okay.
Yeah. Follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She gets over to them and says something in a language you don't understand. They all nod. Okay. Welcome. Sit down at the fire. We'll be heading out.
Heading where?
We are about to catch fire G.
Fire genie.
You all see they are wearing this. It looks bronze. The armor. It's some kind of a mesh of some other metal. They wouldn't use regular bronze armor. It doesn't really work well these times. And they plain darker gray skin. They are burned at you can see burns like running down their skin on their necks and up their arms. You notice there's like a fire motif over their armor, and they seem like warriors. They have all kinds of weapons at the ready.
There's how many of them?
6. Passive perception. Who has the highest?
I have 18.
18. Okay. So I guess that's the highest.
Yeah,
Okay.
nobody else is jumping in. So.
Blue, you see one of them catch something, put it in their mouth, and you hear this loud crunching sounds as one of them eats a thing, throws like a tail over to the side.
Where did they catch it from? Sorry, just like near the ground
Just on the
nearby,
ground.
out of the air.
Just on the ground.
Fair.
With your passive perception, it was some kind of a scorpion or something.
Each to their own. I won't comment on it.
So, well, one of them, just one of them kind of talks to you. The other seem to be minding their own business. So, are warriors. Plus, he looks all of you kind of over. Don't seem like, except for that one.
Who, me?
No, he points at Rendar.
I just kind of, my companions are a bit more focused on magical arts.
Better stay at.
Oh, trust me. I will be as far away as I need to. I'm not the cannon fodder here.
He laughs. He just laughs. That's fun.
That cat's funny.
You know what I do love? I love that we've gotten to the point where nobody we run into is like, is that a talking cat?
It's Sharn. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Just whatever. Still pay our respects to You see some of them kind of kneel next to the campfire, put their hands in it. They stand up, and start like putting on other pieces of armor, putting the weapons their sides.
Why do you seek the genie?
You talk to the drow.
I do, yeah.
It's you need that.
It's fire important to you. Of course. I won't push anymore. But
How long do we have until we depart?
5.
Excellent.
While they're kind of kneeling and putting their hands in the fire, I'll just kind of nod at the fire and I just go, a ritual? Would it be bad luck not to?
Or them.
I'll kneel and put my hand in the fire.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah!
Holy crap.
'Twas meant to be.
When the dice
are
work for
such
the
a
narrative.
badass.
I just wasted these. I rolled a dice to see to kind of like an insight to see if I picked anything up, and I rolled a nat 20, and then I just same dice rolled a nat 20 on the con.
Yeah. You keep your hand in it for a while, and it doesn't burn. As you put the hand away, you see in the cold air smoke come off your hand. The hair that was there isn't there anymore. But it doesn't burn, just touched you. The drow puts a hand on your shoulder and rolled.
Eventually, yes.
Some people more than a few times a day.
Okay. They all pack their things, get ready, and all the 6 drow are standing there. Right? And they just, without you even having time to respond, they all move as a unit in a direction.
I'd stay with Matilda as we move off. Just like keeping pace with her.
As you move through this ruins of some kind of a city, you walk through wider streets, and then you go into these little alleyways and just move through. Blue, you from nowhere you hear this over to the side.
Like a musical instrument being
Yeah.
tuned. I'll have a look.
Okay. You look around and dart in to the side into another alleyway. And from one of the door you see this smoke just crawling on the ground, lighting up a little.
I see what, sorry?
Smoke crawling on
Yeah.
the ground, and it shines
Close.
this dim yellow light. And you hear again.
I will. I kind of want to whistle the same like little trill of notes back, just like as a low, just sort of a whistle.
As you do that, it does the same but louder. You feel this pull towards the door. Open doorway.
Matilda, bear with me a sec. You can come if you want, but just gotta check something.
I follow.
Okay. Go through the door.
Go through the
I don't know
door.
where the boys are at this point. If we're at the back of the group, at the front of the group, in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. You get inside, and as you get into the doorway, you see this bigger room, medium-sized room, with the smoke crawling on the ground and a dim light coming off of it. And you see the shadows of tables and chairs reflecting on the ceiling. And in the middle, on a stage, there is a harp.
Harp?
Yeah.
As in the, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you, Blue, see some kind of a ghostly entity playing on it. This tune that you've heard.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
It looks over to you and it plays the same tune again. You smile.
I'm trying to think how to react to this.
How long before we notice that they just peeled off and aren't following anymore?
It's like 2 minutes. The two of them are very noticeable to the people around. So when they're not around you, you immediately go, okay, where the fuck are they?
Okay. I will continue to approach.
As you approach, the person stands up, runs its hand over all of the strings, and disappears. And as you look at it, you see the light kind of move and shine on the harp in the middle. And there, in like the 2/3 of it over to the side, you see a handle on top, like of some kind of a weapon.
How big a harp is this? Is this like a full size one that's 6 foot tall at one end?
It would be like over here to you.
Okay. But you said there's like a hilt of a weapon.
Yeah.
I'll go to that. Actually, I'll summon my mage hand, and
you try to pull it. It doesn't go.
I'm gonna run my fingers along the strings of the harp.
You hit every string, but as you hit one of them, it's solid, but it's still emits sound.
I'm gonna pluck that one again, or just try that one again.
It vibrates, gives off the same sound, and you see the hilt move as well.
I'll try like simultaneously pluck and pull on the hilt of this.
You pluck and pull, and as it vibrates, you pull it out of it. You get a rapier.
Ooh.
Called String.
Okay.
It's 1d8 damage. It's psychic damage.
Instead of piercing, or
Instead
on
of
top of its
no,
piercing?
instead of piercing.
Okay.
To the damage, you add your dex modifier.
Yeah.
And yes, that's it. To the damage.
Okay.
To the damage.
Yeah.
So to attack you again, use dex. Plus, you can use half of your charisma, rounded down. Not you
Okay.
can. You use plus you use half of your charisma, rounded down. So it would be
That gets added to my attack bonus.
yes.
Okay. So
And
that would be half. Okay, so that would make it 6 plus my proficiency. Okay.
yes.
Wait, half charisma or half charisma modifier?
Modifier.
Yeah, that was the assumption I was working on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to each attack, you can use an inspiration die and add it to your damage roll. So every time you attack, instead of using you basically expand your inspiration die and use it as damage.
That's extra damage. Yeah?
Extra damage, yes.
And it doesn't take an action to do it?
No.
So you could attack, use it, and then still bonus action inspire someone?
Yep. And as you pull it out, you almost don't see the blade. But as you move it and the light reflects on it, you can see almost like a string in front of it.
I will, if I strike it through the air, does it make the noise of the note being played? Fuck yes! That's so cool! Yeah. I will look at that.
If you swing it through the air, though, does that make it an air guitar?
I'll look at it and like smile and say to the air, thank you.
The smoke that was around dissipates. You take it. The light also goes away.
That's pretty nifty.
Isn't it though? Don't suppose you want to use this other one, do you? Feel kind of redundant having to. Can you use a rapier?
I never learned how.
Probably best I don't let you use that then. No
yeah,
offense.
I'm good with
you
magic.
are. You are.
Thanks.
Let's get back to the others before your brother does his nothing.
You make a survival.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
Check.
So, Nairi?
I was gonna say on our way back, Matilda would want to talk to Blue about something.
We'll do for the record, dirty 20 on the survival check.
David, you said that Rendar is going to look for them?
Yeah, once we know I'll just kind of like, we're missing 2.
Yeah. One of the drow stays, the other move. And like, I know where to go once we find them.
I want to have this conversation though. Let Matilda talk.
Yeah, conversation. Do conversate. Converse.
Hey, Blue. Do you ever do something that you're not entirely proud of and it haunts you?
Asking for a friend.
I got a list of my long, Matilda.
Do you remember the factory?
Yeah.
How we fought those people? And yeah, after I burned some of them, ever since then I've been I can't let it go. And not because of the fact that I did it, but I sort of have been hearing some things when it's really quiet. And I don't think that's normal. But I was not sure about what it was, so I didn't tell anyone. But
I don't
I'm
know.
a little worried.
I mean, maybe it's guilt. You know, we do. You're a good person, Matilda.
Am
I
I?
think the fact that you feel bad about it, and the fact that this is still with you, that you didn't just shrug it off. Yeah, I'd say that means you're a good person.
I mean, I never really left the academy a lot, but this is the longest I've been out of it, and I ended up killing people.
I mean, I'm no priest. I can't tell you that all will be forgiven. Only you can really do that for yourself. But I can tell you that it matters more what you do going forward. You're a good person, Matilda. And I'll keep telling you that because it's the truth. You're better than the rest of us by a whole long way.
That can't be true.
Do you want to know where I went last night?
Where did you go?
I went and stole a whole bunch of gold from a bunch of rich fuckers, which was fun, granted. And you know, we found at the palace that money we took that was supposed to be for a girl.
Yeah.
Went and saw her.
You did?
Yeah. Spoke to her.
What happened?
Turned out she was a cunt, so I shot her with a crossbow. Satisfying, yes, but arguably not a good thing to do.
I think I see your point.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The way I see it, Matilda, I know I said I think you're a good person, and I do. It's about our actions, though. The way you treat people. And that was a bad situation, but we could have all died. Those people didn't want to listen to us, and we tried. Scared people are stupid people, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But look, if you're having trouble sleeping or something because you're hearing stuff, and believe me, I get hearing stuff, won't stop. Just let me know. I'll sing to you or something.
Okay.
Okay.
And Matilda's tearing up a little.
Oh, then Blue's gonna give her a hug. That can be when Rendar finds them, if you like.
The two of them snuck off to hug.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is
in the
that
dark.
Muldare just says they're all hugging somewhere.
Yeah.
I know they
Their
are.
emotions.
So you guys find each other, get back to the main group of Drow. If you want to have any conversation on the way there, you can. But I believe that we will end it here for today.
Okay.
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 Oh. This isn't so much we have to play. I'll offer my regular +1 rapier to Lily to see if she could use it.
She already has her.
I know how Hexblade works and rapiers work.
You could give it to Barrett.
I wouldn't trust that child not to hurt himself, quite frankly.
She thanks you and puts it on her belt.
No worries. Leave it there then.
And that's
we're
it
going
for
to find
today.
a genie.
Yeah.
We're off to find a genie.
Oh.
Jesus.
Stay close to me if you want fire resistance.
Oh man.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
Yes.
Thanks for running the game.
Thank you for playing. So.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you for watching,
thank
people.
you, chat.
And.
Or if you're watching on VOD, thank you for checking us out on VOD.
Yeah. So.
And if you're us checking back in on this video a year from now, things are better. Things are better. I'm so happy.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, have a great rest of a day, night, whatever, whenever, whoever, however.
Happy time zone.
See you on Friday for Second Breakfast Club. And Monday for Dreams of the Brave, aka Nairi's character is going to definitely die.
I will kill
Goodbye.
you.
We